the night show sucked. I was so nervous that I even forgot my routine. It's bad, Gary. I am not that person. I probably never belonged on a stage.
He just started hitting the robot on accident.
And so one time I completely made it all up because I forgot my whole routine. It's bad. Don't laugh at me, Gary. It's bad.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for watching episode 58 of the Sonder Experience. I have a very special guest with me today, but I do need to say, unfortunately, Jesse's not with us. The Lightmare, he did have some prior engagements. We miss you, buddy. Can't wait to have you back on. But I am very excited to introduce my guest. I have Myra Hall on with me today, and we're just going to kind of get into life a little bit, talk about our personal experiences in and out of the gym. Fantastic person, amazing, and I really want to get into it. So thank you so much for being on the show with me.
You are so welcome. Thank you for having me.
It means a lot because here I told you I was going to cry, man. I told you. Let me not. I met you my third day into the gym.
Wow.
Okay. And I was so nervous and afraid of what I looked, and this was during COVID time. Mm-hmm. So it was every other treadmill, every other bicycle, every other. There's only 3 treadmills in that gym that I could get on. And you were in the middle one of the 3, and the other 2 were closed off because of protocol. And I stood there and I watched you, and I could feel the anxiety building up because I was going to ask you, can I have it? And I was like, I'm going to be that guy. Social media talks so much about being that guy. And I felt so small. And I walked up to you. And let me tell you, I am from a place of anger and violence and gangs and drugs and just evil. So for me to be that vulnerable and to show you my heart and be like, please help me. And it was so easy it was so easy for you to get off. Mm. And you got off the treadmill and you let me use it, and I handled my exercise there, and I went and I got dressed and I came back out and I saw you again, and I just had to let you know what I was doing, what I was about. I was only about 2 months into social media as far as a weight loss journey. And I remember just the look on your face because you were telling me it was no big deal to you. It was no big deal to you, but it literally changed my life. And I think about you every day I step foot into that gym because I was so afraid, and you took my vulnerability and you held it, and you took care of it, and you nurtured it, and you gave it back to me in such a way that I can't even thank you for. No. You helped give me my life back. You restored my belief in humanity, and it was so amazing. But I've always wondered, what was that like for you, having somebody come up to you and knowing, why I need that treadmill. It's no secret. Mm-hmm. What did that feel like?
Well,
sorry to just throw all that on you too.
No, it's okay. I remember the day like it was yesterday. When you walked up, I seen you. I'm like, oh, first thing I thought, what did I do? Man, this is a big guy. I'm kind of scared. And then when you opened your mouth and you said you wanted to know how long I've been on the treadmill, and I told you I just got on it. And when you said that that was the only treadmill that you can use, I'm like, here. Right. That's the first thing. I mean, here, I didn't think anything of it.
I know.
I just got off as I would anyone else. There is so much more that I can do. And at that time, from the look on your face, it seemed very important. And I just wanted you to have your time on the treadmill. And I just got off, and honestly, I just went and started working out, and I didn't think no more of it.
Yeah.
And then
So had I not come and talked to you a second time, would that have been it? Probably.
it probably would have
Yeah.
been it, because that's just how I am. I'm just a very, very humble person. I've been in the gym over 27 years. I've seen everything. It's not that important to me. It's important to me, but I would rather you have that moment and I can do something else.
Where does that come from, you think? That thinking, that love. That's just pure love.
I don't know. I'm just the type of person, I'll do anything for anyone. If they ask me, if it's in my power. I love to do unto people as I want done unto me. That's how I live my life every day. I try, even though sometimes it hurts you. But for me, I feel good.
Yeah.
And I can go on and be happy, and I don't think about it. Like when I left the gym that day, and when you came back, like it honestly 2-3 days later is when it really hit me, and it's like, wow, you just never know how you affect other people.
Yeah.
But just the smallest thing you do.
And I had just started on TikTok, and I told you I'm going to make a video about this.
I did not believe you.
Oh, of course.
I did not. When you asked for my number, I'm like, should I give her my number?
Hey.
And then when you actually sent it, I was honestly blown away.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't believe it.
That was the only way I can thank you, is to let other people know, because there's so many people like me. There's so many people that fear to even step in the gym keeps them out of the gym. And so now I'm able to show, like, guys, you can do this. There's not only do people not care as much as we think they do, but there's loving and caring people that will help you, give you the necessary tools to be successful in this journey.
Yes.
And I wanted the world, literally the world. That video is big right now. And I wanted the world to know who you were, just in a 30-second clip, what kind of people exist still. You were like an angel to me, and the fact that you're saying it was nothing to you, that makes it even better, because that's pure, and there's not much of that anymore in the world.
No, I have to agree with you.
And you've seen it.
I see it every day.
So the fact that you would do that just blows my mind, because that doesn't exist.
Yes, and when you came up to me when I was on the calf race
Oh,
machine,
yeah.
I'm like, you want this one too? You can have it. I'm like, here, you can have this one too. I promise you, I had no other exercises.
Yeah. You said how many years?
27 years.
27
Started,
years.
I was 20 years old, and
Really?
I fell in love with it.
What got you into that? I know that's a super generic question, but I'd love to know it.
No, I started out, I'm from Michigan.
Oh, okay.
I'm born and raised in Detroit, and we used to have Bally's. And
Total Fitness.
Bally's
Yeah.
Total Fitness. Yeah, that was my first, not my first job, my first personal training job. I started there. And I'm like, I met these two girls.
Yeah.
Named Sean and Dawn. They were twins.
Oh, okay.
I was only 20 at the time. They were like 35.
Yeah.
They were beautiful. Their bodies, they were fit. And one had like 4 kids. The other one had 2, and I couldn't believe it. They would come in, and one day my locker was stuck.
Oh.
They came in and they just hit it. I'm like
Fonzie.
Oh, yeah. and they had on their the one pieces back then where they wear, and they were bodybuilders, and I told them thank you, and we had just developed a relationship from there. And every day I would go, and we want to work out with us. I'm like, and I'm little. I'm like 120 pounds.
Really?
I was little.
Wow.
I was a little girl, no shape, no muscle, no nothing.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, and do what? They said, come on. And I just remember from that moment, I was running 180 stairs. We were coming do lunges around the track.
Right.
And I seen myself start developing 21, 22, and my parents thought I was crazy. What are you on? Nothing.
Like drugs?
Oh yeah. They thought I was on something, because no one in my family is six. I'm the youngest out of six children, and no one works out in my family.
Really?
Nobody.
Okay.
They didn't understand where it came from. I stopped eating my mom's food. They showed me how to eat. I would take my chicken breast to the gym. We'll be eating our chicken breast and broccoli. So not only I just fell in love with how I feel, and then I started developing, and I'm just, wow, my muscles came, my legs, everything. I was squatting 500 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, easy. Like
Really?
nothing. They go and they start telling me, man, you're genetic. You got some good genetics.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's that? They're like, look at your arms, look at your legs. Like, I just start, and I was all natural. Never touched a supplement.
Ever?
They never taught me about supplements.
Okay.
Nope. And I
Not even like protein powder?
No, the protein. I had protein. I would take some creatine. And this is stuff that they told me about. I would
But
take
no,
a
like
little bit.
PEDs
no,
or anything? Okay.
No, it was all natural things. They showed me how to eat. And when they told me I couldn't eat my mom's smothered pork chops, and they was like, if you want to be serious and you want to look great, that you have to get your diet in. You have to eat good. They drilled that into me.
Right.
When I say I was in the gym 7 days a week, I was a gym rat.
Yeah, you live there.
Lived there.
You got a cot in the
I
back.
would do 12 hours from work, go straight to the gym. I would be crawling up the stairs, and my mom would go, wow, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Literally, I was so sore.
Yeah.
But I kept going back because I loved it. Not only I wanted to teach it, I wanted to do everything.
Right.
And then they prepped me for my first show in 2008.
So from the time that you started to your first show, how long is that?
I would say
2 years maybe?
Yep, about 2-3 years. They kept hounding me. Man, look at you. You're looking great. You should do a show. I'm like, no. I'm a really shy person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to get on a stage with that little thing on, the little two-piece.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And finally, I got with the trainer at the gym. His name was Ron Love, big IFBB pro.
Okay.
Our state is known for like bodybuilders, and so we work down this gym called Powerhouse.
Oh yeah, I love
Powerhouse. Every time I go home, I go there. It's the same people there, and that's where Miss Olympia, Andrea Shaw, is from. And so I met her, and we used to work out at Bally's together.
Okay.
So anyway, I went ahead and started to prep, into the show in 2008, and I took first place.
What's that? What is like?
I was small. I was just cut and ripped, and I couldn't believe that all my hard work for 3-4 years, what was underneath.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it, and I continued to do shows. And my last one was 2019.
Yeah.
In Tucson, and I took first place there.
Oh, you're cheating. You're cheating. You got cheat codes or something.
Now I'm just want to stay in shape, and I didn't want my pro card, so I stopped. That was a national show, so I said no. I don't want to get into all that. I just like to work out, and now I just want to stay in shape. And
is there any money in it? Can you live off it?
No. Not at
like you need
only
endorsements
pro level.
Yeah.
Pro level. What I was doing, I would just win trophies. I got a few gift cards. I got a big sword, things like that. So you don't start getting into money until you reach the pro status IFBB.
Mm-hmm.
That's when when you compete and you win. I think first through fifth place, then there's money involved.
Yeah. I know a couple of guys like Nick Walker and Asante Gibson and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Asante trains at our gym.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, I didn't
Super
know
humble.
I didn't know who they were.
His wife too.
Yeah, I've never talked to them or anything like that. I just go and work out. I didn't know that they were.
Yeah.
Until someone told me.
I'm such a huge fan of this stuff though. Like I grew up, kids were reading Goosebumps and I was reading muscle magazines, Flex magazine. The first gym I ever stepped into was a Gold's Gym. It was very big in my family, and I got my influence from my uncle. Oh. But he ended up being 650 pounds at one point. He passed away at the age of 42 from congestive heart failure, but he had already gotten the lap band surgery, and he was a different person. He went from he was 6'4", I'm 6'2", and he just got jacked. He, like, his lowest weight, he ended up getting down to like 240 and was just humongous. And so I'm like, I want to be like that, you know, and I need to start taking care of myself now because the damage was already done for him, you know, and him being my influence, we've been the black sheep of the family. Everything he did, I wanted to do. Which kind of leads me into a bad place now, you know, but as an adult, I'm trying to reverse those thinkings because now I got two little boys that I don't want them to follow those footsteps. And those are the two first skinny Olsons we've ever had, you know. And so I really feel like I'm starting to break the chain and
awesome.
And just completely turn everything around so that we don't have to do this anymore.
And that's
you know
what it's about.
It really is, but I got to be honest, these past 2 months, I've just recently had a couple deaths in the family and picking up this extra job and I'm working into 7 days a week, you know, and there's every excuse in the book. And I lived that lifestyle for such a long time that it was very easy for me to fall back into. And I can admit that I have fallen back into it and I hate it. I absolutely hate it because I'm seeing old habits return and I'm like, that's not you anymore. I can look at myself in the mirror and I don't recognize myself right now. Even in this past 2 years, I've changed enough mentally that I'm like, this isn't you, dude, and you're going to hurt yourself if you keep going. So I'm trying to get back. I am getting back into the routine of things. Yeah. And that's why it was it's regenerating. What is it? Rejuvenating to speak with you, to put that fire back in me because I started with you. And I want to start again, you know.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so excited to do it because I've watched, you know, you don't have a lot of on social media, but you have enough for me.
I know. I'm so bad. I've never been with that. Never.
Yeah.
It just won't. I can't. I don't know.
How come?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
Right.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just not into it. I guess I don't look at myself that way. People always tell me you need to do this, you need to do that, you need social media, and I'm just not wired that way.
Sure.
I don't wake up with a camera video on myself. Every time I go to the gym, I go work out here. I know what I do. I'm so confident in myself and what I do. I guess I just feel like I don't need all that. I've never ever taken one selfie in the bathroom or one selfie. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if I'm just old school or I don't know.
I would say you're
why.
real.
I don't know.
I would say you're real because we know that social media is only posting the best times in life.
Yeah, and I watch it, and sometimes I don't even go on it and look. And the things I post, it was, you know, things on my show, my boys.
Yeah.
But I wish I can get into it, but it's like I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about social media. I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
If you want to see me, then just come to the gym and we work out, and that's
yeah. I mean, you don't need to have
super
social
boring.
media.
Probably, I'm so super boring. I lived that life. I feel like all the things I see people do in the gym, I've did it already.
Yeah.
I've squatted 500 pounds. All these exercises that they're doing now, I did those 100,000 times.
Right.
That you see people doing. I'm like, that's old. That's old. That's old. That's old. Like they're, you know, like I did that already.
Right.
I've curled that much. I've did this. So I'm not in the business now to prove anything to anybody.
Is it boring? I mean, you still go.
I go every day.
Yeah, till you die.
I go, I run, I still switch up my workouts. I have so many workouts in my head. It's crazy. When I go to the gym, you know how it's really packed.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I look around and I see people standing around and they're waiting for the machines. And I've done 7 exercises by then.
Damn, I'm guilty.
Yeah. I don't wait on machines
Let's
because
stop the
I
show.
know
I'm done with this. Let's
I know how to do so many exercises and I've done that. And I'm like, why are they still waiting?
Yeah.
It's I don't know. This is just a new generation, and I get it. I'm happy that people are working out. Honestly, I'm really happy to see the gyms full. So I don't mind. It don't bother me. People go, "Oh, you're going to the gym? It's crowded." I was like, so it doesn't bother me. It's crowded. It don't matter. I'm still going to work out no matter what.
Right.
Sometimes I go in there and I just do an hour cardio.
Yeah.
In my core and by.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's where I'm at. I don't feel like I need to be in the gym for 4 hours because I'm not competing anymore. I used to live in the gym hours and hours and hours. I used to go twice a day.
What's that like with a family?
I took my kids to the gym from the age of 6 months to 13.
Well, I know they got good physiques on them too. Do they want to follow in that
They're
bodybuilding career?
No, and they're not into working out like that. No, they've been playing sports, since they were 7 years old.
But you instilled that healthy lifestyle.
Oh yeah, they couldn't wait to the last day that they couldn't go to the kids center. They turned 12. It's like, yes. But from that moment on, my kids had a membership. From that moment on, my kids been in the gym. I never let anything stop me. I had my kids. I was so blessed back then to have the daycare. I never get her name was Miss Samantha. She took both of them. Watch them. I work out for 2 hours every day. I was so blessed, and I never missed a beat in the gym.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never missed a beat, and so I can't use that I have kids as an excuse.
Sure.
Now they're 22 and 23.
Yeah.
So I had a pretty blessed life as far as working out and having people help me, and then I worked at the gym.
Oh, really?
So that
as soon as you get off work, you go right to work. Yeah.
So my kids lived in the gym.
Right.
Every day.
Right.
Especially when I was a trainer in LA Fitness in Goodyear, Cotton Lane.
Yeah.
And they were there every day. And playing basketball and,
Do you think, obviously that's a good thing, but can you imagine the type of lifestyle that they could have been in? And the world's dangerous today, and you kept them safe. You kept them with you while you guys were building good traditions, and that's invaluable.
Yes.
There may be a price on a gym membership, but that is invaluable. There's
right.
There's no way that you can beat that.
And that's one gift I always say I can give to somebody is a gym membership, because that's something that's for life to me. It's been for life for me for over 27 years.
Right.
And I still thank those two, Sean and Dawn, for introducing me to it all. And it's because of them.
How come you didn't want to go pro?
I don't want to do what it takes.
Does it take steroids? It does.
I don't want to do that. I don't know what I'm going to look like. I don't know if I'm going to have hair. I don't know how it's going to affect my body. And I don't want to do that.
Do you feel that those women that do that, they're still feminine enough to be themselves properly? Or do you think you kind of have to give that up and become what the sport needs?
Honestly, I think that you have to give that up and become what the sports need if you want to win.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that.
Right.
I don't have anything against them.
No.
Like I say, I love the sport, but I'm just saying personally for me, I just didn't want to do it. Yeah. I had my fun with competing, being back there with all the women. It kept me in shape. I loved it. I would do 2-3 shows. I would take a year off, do another show. When I got moved here, I've done like 4 or 5 here. But it was fun. It's just, it stopped. Mm-hmm. It stopped. I just made a decision that, because all that one national show in 2019, that was it. I could have my pro card, but I didn't want it.
Do you now, or do you think you ever will have that what if?
Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I think about it. I think about it. What would have become of it. But I feel like it's no going back. I made a decision. You know what? Every day that God blessed me to wake up and even be able to go to the gym after lifting so much weights I used to do. I could be injured. I'm so grateful to God. I've had no major injuries, all the crazy things we used to do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm able to still get up and go to the gym and enjoy working out. And I can still do pretty much everything that I used to do.
Right.
I made a decision not to lift heavy anymore. I made a decision not to squat 500. I made a decision not to be curling 80 pounds and because I blow up, I get big.
Yeah.
And so, and then I'm older now. A lot of stress on the joints, and I'm just wiser. And you have to think about that because it will affect you later on down the line.
Oh yeah,
it's going to.
Yeah.
And I mean, people can say whatever they want, but it will.
I mean, you look at Ronnie Coleman or C.T. Fletcher or Dorian Yates. These guys are not the men that they were before. They are. Their body's so taxed. Because I've always thought this. I grew up in the old school way of bodybuilding.
Me too.
And to me, the physiques are different now. The technology is different from the bodybuilders today. Just everything. You don't ever see the bloated gut. You don't ever see everything's real tapered. Everything's real small, right? The technology is better. Back then, for me, at least in my opinion, bodybuilders were lifting like power lifters, but for reps.
Exactly.
Ronnie Coleman, he's awesome. Repping deadlift 800 pounds. You don't see that. Most strong men aren't doing that. I think I remember him saying that he was taking in like 860 grams of protein a day, and just he's a bull.
But he said in his documentary he'll do it all over again.
But you see, he's on the 2 walking crutches, and he's just in so much pain. He got addicted to pills, and then you got guys that he grew up with. His biggest competition, Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler's still training because he's fine. He moves, he runs, and that's very sad for me to see because I loved Ronnie Coleman.
Oh yeah.
And Kai Green and all these guys, and it was just a different way but that's what made him. He gave up his body for the sport.
Yes.
Nobody has ever done that like he did. And you're not going to see that, in my opinion. You're not going to see the magnitude of bodybuilders that they were back then. You won't see that today. It's just different. I remember on one of our episodes, my buddy Tito, he asked me if Chris Sebum, is that his name? If Chris Sebum has left his mark like all the other Mr. Olympians. And I was like, these guys were in the realm of 7, 8-time champions in a row. I don't think you're going to see that. And plus, it's a different physique, right?
It's different.
But going into that and giving your body for the sport, I've wondered, and then hearing you say that you were the only one exercising in your family, where do you find that like drive to continue if your family isn't even on board?
No, my family, my mom and dad are deceased now. That was another reason where I kind of went full force. My mom passed away of cancer. And like my brother, my sisters still don't work out to this day. And I find the drive. I just want to try my best and do all I can to be healthy.
Yeah.
Not saying that when I walk out this door, something can't happen to me.
Sure.
I'm just trying to do preventive nutrition. I can at least say I gave myself a chance. And losing my parents was huge. The gym was my go-to. And when I was young, when I was like 18, the gym was my go-to, and I feel like that's all I had. I didn't party. I'm born and raised in Detroit. I've never been to a club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I've never been to a club. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that. The gym was my go-to every day. It was
look
like
at the table.
That's all I had.
Don't look around then. If you don't drink or smoke, don't.
No, and I have, like I said, once again, it's just me. And it was my go-to because I grew up in a home where my dad drank. I watched them lay out on the floor. I watched my dad have several heart attacks, and it wasn't anything good. And it just affected me to where everyone in my family smoked, okay, but me. And it all just pushed me away from it and just pushed me towards the gym. That's how I look at it, and it's something I've been doing ever since. Some people say I don't have a life. Some people say, man, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. So I'm very picky on who I share things with, because when I tell people, man, you never been to a club, you never did this, I was like, do you have any regrets? I'm like, no. I don't feel
squatted 500 pounds?
I don't feel like I missed out on anything. You know,
they can't be. Well, I was gonna say they can't be very personal with you, but sometimes the hardest hitting people are the closest to you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a very private person. I pick and choose who's around me and who I share things with, just because like a lot of people don't even know me. They don't even know who I am. They just see me.
Right.
And they treat me as standoffish. Oh, she got muscle, or you know, or they say that I'm mean or
mean.
Oh yeah.
They don't know what they're talking about.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. They don't know me, and I would do anything for anyone. So I feel like I always have to show myself friendly in order for people to talk to me.
Like over the top, you mean? That's dumb.
Yep. And I'm just, you know, and I decided I'm just who I am.
Yeah.
I'm just who I am.
Right.
And God surrounds me with people that he wants around me. And the others is fine. That's why in the gym I don't talk to anybody, or people won't speak. And it's like, do you know how many other big people it is bigger than me? Like, I'm not that big. You know, I don't feel that I am, but people think I'm intimidating. I just laugh.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, not.
Right.
I'm so not that person.
Why does that just come from physical looks then? Because it's not from talking to you.
No, and that's what that people don't know me. And then I do not wear tank tops in the gym, ever. I'm always in long sleeves.
Yeah.
And one day, the one moment I wore a tank top, my friend goes, and a guy comes and goes, man, you're bigger than me. And I'm like, and then she laughs. She goes, they just never have nothing good to say, do they?
Right.
And I said, no, this is what I get all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And that's why I don't wear tank tops in the gym. And I just like, I don't feel like the unnecessary comments.
Yeah. So I have another friend, Rena. She's been on the show a couple times.
Yeah,
She used to work at the gym. I feel not bad. Bad is not the word. But I don't know what the word is, but I feel some type of way when people talk to her, they speak with her. It's only ever about physical appearance or fitness or strength or muscle or whatever. And just this last time that she was on the show, sitting right where you're at, I had to ask her. I was like, I want to know about you. Where'd you grow up? Well, you have so much more to offer than just a body, you know? And we kind of got into it, and I would think it'd probably be the same way for you. Obviously, if it's to the point where do you not feel comfortable wearing tank tops?
I don't.
Is it because of the attention that it brings? Is it
people stare at me in the grocery stores? I used to. It comes from people saying you're intimidating, and just coming from the sheriff's office. Also, you know, in my uniform, you know, I was a big girl, and it's just me. It's just my build. It's just how I am, and so that's another reason. I don't want attention. I don't like to draw attention to myself.
Very humble.
And I don't like it. And I don't really care what people see what's underneath. I'm not there to show anyone my body and what I look like. No. I'm just not. I have never owned a half shirt in my life.
Really?
I've never showed my stomach in my life.
So what was it like being on stage?
Little shorts. That is I was frightened. It
really?
was my very first show. I was shaking.
Really? With such a great body?
And that's my problem. I'm so afraid that I can't show what I have. And that's why I feel like I don't feel like I was that great.
Okay.
You know, like
Taking first place must not be that great.
No,
then.
and sometimes honestly I took first place because the competition wasn't that great. Or I'm so super honest. I'm so sorry. I'm really honest person. And because when I look back at my film sometime and I looked at my nice show, I'm like, what in the world was I doing? I can't believe I said that. But I'm honest. I'm my worst critic. I'm honest. And that's why I said, I think I did it because they were just fun. But when I look back a couple months ago, I was looking, I was like, wow, Myra, let me tell you one time. I have to tell you this. This is funny. So during my night show, you know, because I did bodybuilding. So bodybuilding, you have to do a night show and you have to have a routine, like a 60-second. You have to bring your own music, right?
Right.
I came out. They called my number. I came out and did my routine and still had my flip-flops on my feet. Garrett, it was so awful. And let me tell you, I didn't even realize I had them on my feet until I exited the stage. Oh my God, my kid's been to every show I've done.
Yeah, you coming on stage in some house shoes.
And nobody's seen them on my feet. Yeah. It was hilarious. And I have the video, and the other day I just watched it like, Myra, what were you doing? And I did some kind of move like this. I would never show nobody that video ever. And I thank God that when you Google my name, it's only one photo come up, and you cannot see those videos. And the night show sucked. I was so nervous that I even forgot my routine. It's bad, girl. I am not that person. I probably never belonged on a stage.
He just started hitting the robot on accident.
And so one time I completely made it all up because I forgot my whole routine. It's bad. Don't laugh at me, Garrett. It's bad. So that's why I told you I'm my worst critic.
Yeah.
And when people should look back on their, like, wow, can't believe I did that. And then I take second place. I'm like, wow, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the competition then? If you're winning second place in slippers, you probably got rollers in. You're ready for bed. You're doing whatever you do.
Oh my God. I can't believe I did. What was that? Yes. So that's why I said I recognize my place.
Yeah.
And what I can do and what I can do, what I suck at. And that's one thing, I'm honest. And, but I still love the body, the muscle. I love it. I love it.
I think it's beautiful.
And when I see people, I don't stare at them because I've been around it kind of like all my life.
Yeah.
I don't, oh my God. That's what they do. Oh my God. When I go in the grocery store, they just
right.
Like, stop it, guys. Stop it. I'm just a person, just a little fat over the muscle. That's all it is. That's why I look so big. It's my fat covering my muscle.
Me too.
That's all it is. Now, when I take all of this off, different story.
Yeah.
Totally
I've
different
seen pictures.
Person.
I've seen.
Totally different person.
What's it like walking around like that? Because the diet just has to be to a point where you're unhappy.
The diet is something else. And then you keep doing it over and over and over again.
Right.
That's why I have a discipline. And I have been to so many of my children's birthdays, sat there, watched them eat, couldn't eat. Mm-hmm. So many Thanksgiving dinners. I brought my own steamer, had my fish, and they go, "You're not eating?" I can literally sit right now while you have a feast and not touch it.
Really?
Yeah, the food don't control me.
Yeah.
It don't bother me.
That's great. I
can go 3 days. Sometimes I wake up like, I want to do a fast today.
Really?
I'll make my juice I make, and I just, for 3 days, and I have no food. I don't want food sometime, Garrett. Does that make sense? Sometimes I'm tired of eating. My body is probably tired of processing this crap and food every single
whole
day. It's
rigmarole
working.
of
It's right. It's working and working and working. And sometimes it just happens. It's nothing I plan. I can just wake up like, I'm not eating today. I'm just gonna juice. I'm gonna cleanse my body. It's just what I want. I go to the gym too, work out, and it's nothing. And my friend go, "How do you work out and don't eat?" Easy. It don't bother me. Strength. Well, food gives us our energy, but I just believe I have energy beyond that.
Okay.
I go to the gym on an empty stomach, run an hour.
Your body's still gonna go.
My body's still gonna go.
Yeah.
Am I hungry when I get done? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But I'm to a point that I just don't let food control me. I just don't. And it don't bother me if I go to a restaurant and I can't eat with you. I just sit and watch you and I drink my water.
Is there anything that you do enjoy eating?
I love pizza.
You do? Really?
I love pizza.
I would think you couldn't even spell pizza. I didn't think you would.
Pizza.
Yeah,
yes.
pizza,
And
baby.
I'm from Michigan, so we got that Chicago style. Ooh.
Talk dirty to me.
That's
Let
some
me hear
good
it.
stuff. Yes, I love. Now, don't get me wrong. I love to eat.
Yeah.
I love to eat, but I just pay attention and I watch myself. And when I feel like, oh man, Myra, oh, nah, you need to do an hour, 2 hours a day in cardio today. I tell myself that, and I'm not afraid to. I'm not afraid to say, oh, you slipping, and you had four slices of pizza. Okay, tomorrow I'm not gonna have no carbs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till the weekend and I'm gonna eat out, but the whole week I'm gonna make my food.
Yeah.
I can turn it on and turn it off, and that's the thing about you got to have control. And none of the restaurants is closing up anytime soon. So.
And you have to eat to live.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so being addicted to food. I've been addicted to a lot of things, and I've overcome a lot of things. But you don't need drugs to live. You don't need alcohol to live. You have to eat food. It's the worst drug for me. And it all comes. So my failure comes from not being prepared. I could eat the food, and I can eat like a dog. I'll eat the same meal every day, and no problem. I don't need variety, but I just worked a 14-hour shift and I don't feel like cooking. So let me see what's in the pantry. And I got kids, and
snacks.
they got their little snacks and stuff too, you know. And apparently I'm a family of 4 because I can eat a whole thing of macaroni and cheese by myself. And it's just it's so frustrating because you say food doesn't have power over you. My life is revolved around food.
Yeah. We all have something. So
yeah, I told you. So my uncle just passed away 4 days ago.
So sorry.
Yeah, thank you. It was very. Yeah, it was something. First thing we did, I left work. I came home. I picked up Samantha and the boys. We went to my mom's house where my aunt, his sister, was meeting us. And I bought 20 chili cheese dogs and 20 corn dogs. And we just sat and we ate and we cried. And then a couple other family friends came over and they brought cannolis and snacks. And I mean, we just ate and it felt like I didn't even have a stomach. It was just never ending.
Wow.
And I didn't feel good. I felt sick and I was like, I got to keep eating because the second I stop eating, if my taste buds aren't feeling good, then I'm going to be sad.
Wow.
And so to hear you say food doesn't control you, I have no idea what that feels like. I always think about it like a fish in a fish tank. It lives in that fish tank. It knows nothing of the outside world. So I know nothing about food control and not having it be the biggest part of your life. I wake up and I'm thinking about food. I go to bed and I can't wait to eat again. It is the worst addiction.
Wow.
And because it's necessary. You know, I can stay away from cocaine. I can stay away from meth and weed and alcohol. And even if it's sitting right here, like I was a big, huge alcoholic. I haven't touched this stuff in a while. I don't need it anymore. I have to eat. I have to eat. And The sadness brings on self-deprecation. So because I want to get to me before you get to me. And I'm learning now that words are so powerful. So the things that I'm saying, even if I mean it as a joke, I'm really just cutting myself and watching me bleed, you know. I hate food too. You hate food. I hate food. And there's nothing we can do about it.
No, there's nothing we can do about it. We have to, we can control, I control what I can, and everything else I'm learning not to worry about. No, I don't have that struggle.
Sure.
But I do have other struggles.
Of course.
Okay. And
oh, I'm not meaning to say please feel bad for me.
Oh,
we're just talking, right?
No,
we're just living life together right now.
I'm listening to you, and I'm like in awe. I'm like, wow, I've been around like 3-4 other people the same way.
Myra, I've only been able to wear a seatbelt for this past year. A seatbelt. You ever think about your seatbelt?
Wow, I just like clicked.
Do you ever think about it?
No.
So it's been a nightmare for me. Not only do I think about it, it's been a nightmare. Wow. A seatbelt.
Can I ask you a question?
You ask me whatever you want.
So when you say you sit there and you eat and you eat and you eat, right? So the people that's around you at that time, do they ever say, Garrett, that's enough? They just watch you and
they participate.
And they participate as well. Okay.
It's almost encouraged. It's almost encouraged because I feel out of control. But I can control my fast food menu order. I want to be in control of something because obviously I'm not in control of my own life.
Okay.
It's such a... I can't explain it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Are you up and down with it?
Oh.
Like one day you like, oh, I'm going to eat all this. But then the next day you go, I'm going to really try today. But then you always go back.
Yeah. I wake up ready to conquer the world every day. Okay. Because it's so, I always tell people, it is not easy, but it is so simple.
Yeah.
It is so simple. Nutrition? Yeah. It's literally, you can count in macros and now it just becomes a numbers game. Mm-hmm. It is so simple, but it is not easy.
No, it's not. It is not easy. It is not easy.
Right.
Going 8 weeks like that on a strict or 16 weeks on a strict, honestly, I would be angry. Mm-hmm. And at the time, my kid's dad will like, you can't get mad because you can't eat. He would tell me, like, if you're going to do it, do it. If you're not, then not. We're not going to sit here, listen to you always. Man, you guys are eating that and I can't eat it. Why are you guys eating in front of me? Like, I'll get angry because they know I'm on my meal prep, but they eat in front of me all the time. Mm-hmm. So I had to get to a point to where, you know what? I can't keep letting this bother me. Like, I would get an attitude, like mad. Mm-hmm. And I realized, man, how much power food really have. And starting to talk to everybody and different people, they say, well, if I do a meal plan for someone and they go, I'm not doing this if I can't have this. Oh, I can't have this. Oh, no, I can't do this. I mean, I'm not doing it. Mm-hmm. That's okay. Never mind. And it really controls people like really bad. And listening to you, it's like, wow. And I know that it's not easy.
I have shame about it. My grandmother's house and every house that I've lived in has always had a sectioned off kitchen. So when you're in the living room, you can't see into the kitchen. I would sneak into the kitchen and just shove my face within the time frame you would think that I'm getting just like one thing. I'm going to go grab a cookie, and I would take in like 8 cookies and then walk into the living room with my one cookie, thinking that I was hiding something, right? But now my house is an open plan, and you'll see my family in a living room, and I'm in the kitchen in the corner with my back to my family sneaking food. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I live ashamed. I live embarrassed, you know.
Are you still going to the gym?
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. I haven't been in the past 2 months, I've been maybe a dozen times.
Okay.
And that's not what I was doing. I was going 5-6 days a week. I was killing it, and you know what's crazy is I got back from vacation. I got my last episode with Jesse, and then I told him off air, I was like, dude, I lost that fire, but I'm getting it back. And I'm starting, we did our episode on a Sunday. I said, I'm starting tomorrow with as much fire and tenacity that I had when I first started. The next day, my diet was amazing. I went to the gym. I absolutely killed it. I felt great. The next day, my uncle died. And I was like, well, I'm done. Let me just go ahead and be done with this, No, that's not what I want to feel.
Okay.
But it was an instant reaction.
Just instant.
Like a self-defense mechanism. Instantly. And that's when I said I left work and I went to, if you got stock in chili cheese dogs, you're probably up right now because we killed it. We absolutely murdered that bag. But yeah, I want to be back so bad. I want to.
Then just be back.
I know.
Just be back.
I know.
Don't keep saying it. Just go. This is a situation where you just have to go, no matter what. Those days you don't want to go. Like I didn't want to go yesterday. I did, but I didn't even think about. Let me just go, and I just got up and went. If I had sat there a little bit longer pondering, I want to stay home with my dog.
Yeah.
No, I just went. And that's where you're at. That's where you're at. Take all of that, your uncle passing away, all that. Take all of that and just invest it into yourself and into the gym and do what you know that you can do.
Yeah.
And stop giving it thoughts. Stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's nothing to think about. You already know what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That stuff is in the past now. Now there's a new day.
Yeah.
You can't go back. You got to move forward. You have to.
I wish you didn't have to, though.
I know. Trust me. It's a lot of things I wish I didn't have to do.
Yeah.
Serious. I think about it. But I always have one thing. My sister, she's like my little angel. She'll call me and she's in my ear, like how I'm talking to you. She's in my ear like that about certain things. And I'm just like, you're right. I have to just, I can't, I only can do what I can do. And that's it. I'm one to try to do this and try to do that. I try to do this. I try to be a savior over here. I try to be everywhere and help everybody. And I can't. It is mentally draining.
Yeah.
And my sister goes, that will kill you mentally. You cannot do it.
If you're busy giving your energy to everybody else, once something happens in your life, you have no energy for yourself, so you just crumble. There's no foundation.
Yes.
And that's true. And that's why it's not frustrating. There's a realization because you're saying just do it, right? And that's where I said it's not easy, but it's very simple. And the reason I know that what you're saying is true and it's facts, first, because you took the time to say it and you didn't need to, right? But second, you can't argue it. It's just facts. And when you try to argue facts, that's when it becomes the excuse. Because how am I going to ever make a real case telling you, no, me eating and not going to the gym and being sad, that's what's good for me. What does that sound like? You know what I mean? But that's that sickness in my brain saying, just give up.
Nope.
Just give up. And I have to fight that every single day.
I want to give up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, yes. And I know it's not the same thing, but as far as when you have that feeling that it's like, why? Sometimes, I ask, why am I here? It's like sometimes I feel like I'm just existing and I'm not living.
Wow. I was
feel that
thinking
way.
about the drive home this morning. That's the exact same thing I wanted to tell you.
Who can you tell that to? Because you can't tell that to people.
Wow.
You can't tell certain things to people because they're like, you? Like you're expected to be this strong person and not have any issues, no problems. You're Myra.
Right.
No, you're strong. You know, I've been told my whole life how strong I am.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment I crumble, I had to crumble all by myself in the dark because I didn't want nobody to see my weakness.
Right. You couldn't have a true identity.
No. And I got so sick of that word, strong, so sick of it. To where I'm like, if one more person say that to me, people don't even know me. They say, you're strong. It's just like the word to say. And at that moment, I'm like, you have no idea. Please stop.
Right.
Because I have many moments where I am very weak.
Sure.
Here. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're human.
Yes, I am human.
Yeah.
I am not nobody's robot.
Sure.
I get tired. Tired with a capital T.
Sure.
And it needs to be known. People get tired and they cannot keep going on, you know, and on like people think. You know, I just really felt the need to say that.
No,
I just...
it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. I mean, you do something well enough that people think it's just automatic, and then it's expected, and then that pressure is added.
Yes.
So your plate's already full. Now there's no more room for anything else. So anything else that enters onto your plate is just overwhelming and anxiety and panic, and now it's done. Yep. That'll crumble.
Yes. People don't ask you like about you anymore.
Right.
How are you? You can work 3-4 jobs, come home, and nobody ever asks you, how was your day?
Yeah.
How you doing? Simple things.
Yeah.
You just go on every day. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Vicious cycle. You know, and that's why I really try to ask people, you know, how are you? How's your day? You know, I just try to break that, you know, because it's like now no one really cares.
Right.
You know, and I go to the gym for that reason. Honestly, it keeps me sane.
Yeah.
It really do. And I really, honestly, Garrett, it's sad. I don't really know what else to do. I really don't. And honestly, that's the biggest reason why I'm there every day.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel like I need to go. I need to do something. I need to go run. I don't care if I'll do like a quick leg workout. And I feel like when I leave there, I just feel good. Like, man, I did something. I don't think about anything else. I don't think about anything else. What I was thinking about is now gone.
Yeah. It's a cheap therapy.
Oh, yeah. Very cheap therapy. And it's been my cheap therapy for so many years.
Now, what happens to your mental if you don't go?
I just wish I had went.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about it.
The regret.
And it's not anything about my gains or getting big or losing weight or, I'm over that. I can be at the gym for 3 weeks and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lose or gain nothing because I know how I eat.
Right. And you're not doing that anymore.
No.
Yeah.
No. And I don't feel like, oh, God, I'm not back then when I was absolute gym rat, I wouldn't miss a day.
Sure.
But I had to graduate to where I'm at now.
Well, you had a mission. You were working, you know.
Yes. And now I just want to feel good. And that's about it. And I just want to take care of myself, you know, as much as I can.
Yeah.
And it's not about the outside for me. It's about the inside.
Okay.
Everything to me, I want to keep, it's my teeth. It's my skin.
Yeah.
It's everything, the whole total
you want to
body.
take care of Myra.
People, yes, just me. Me, overall me.
Yeah.
Before, it was just, I wanted to look good. I wanted my body to look like this. Oh, you know, I never really was into anything else. I didn't really know any better.
Yeah.
But now, like the past, I say 5-6 years, is total.
Yeah.
Total. My everything.
Growing up, other than Sean and Dawn, did you have any other outside influences or support? Family or friends or?
My family didn't understand.
Yeah.
So they were clueless.
Were they against it? Because a lot of people tend to be against what they don't understand. They fear what they don't know.
Yes, they didn't know what was happening to me because my mom literally seen me change my body, everything.
Yeah.
And my sisters too, but no one really said, "Yeah, Myra, that's good." No one ever said that.
But the gym culture did.
Yes. Yes, that's where I found it at there. Everyone are always like, "Oh, you're getting too big," or, "Oh, girl, what are you doing?" And no one ever had, I could remember any positive things to say then. And I was doing it because I loved it and it made me feel good. And I felt like I found something amazing.
Right.
I did. I thought I found gold.
Yeah.
And that was my life for so many years.
Right.
That's all I pretty much knew. Work, go to gym, work, go to gym, work, go to gym. I didn't have that friends where, "Oh, let's go out." I didn't go out. I was a homebody. My day was sitting at home with my parents watching wrestling. We were huge wrestling fans since I was 8 years old. That was my day. That's what I did. Never hung out with friends. Never did anything.
Got the Undertaker
like that.
right behind you there. We got the little figurine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we watch wrestling. We know about it. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Me and my family, we love it. But that's what I did. I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
And I never went out and partied or did anything like that.
Right.
So.
So here comes the serious questions that I want to know. Were you ever overly, well, anything would be overly. Were you ever sexualized for your body?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What does that look like? What does that feel like?
I've gotten hit on every minute of the day.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Even now, even now, as crazy as it is, people don't realize my age.
Okay.
Okay, they don't.
Yeah.
And so they still think I'm like this young girl.
Right.
And I'm like, no, no, I'm not. But thank you. I appreciate it. Last Sunday was my birthday. What are you celebrating? You 32? I was like,
bless your heart.
Yes, bless your heart. Yeah, that's my skin products.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, it feels good.
Yeah.
For people to
it's flattering.
Yeah, it's very flattering, especially when you get older.
Okay.
And that and I can still get that, which I'm not looking for no attention. I have I'm with someone, so I'm not.
And he's a good looking dude. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I worked out with him one time. He let me do some shrugs with him, and I couldn't stop staring. I was like, "This is a beautiful man," and I hate that I'm looking so hard. That dude is handsome.
Yeah, I've never been and he'll contest to this. We go out, I'm never uncovered. I'm just that person.
He's in sports,
boring.
Right?
Baseball,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he plays baseball.
Yeah, we don't need to say his name or anything like that. I just do you guys still go to that gym?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
When do you go?
I go lately I've been going about 4.
Oh, okay.
4 o'clock.
And when does he go? I used to see him like in the mid.
He's
go at
been
noon.
transitioning. He goes there, but sometime the last couple weeks he's been going to the one on Dysart.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's his? Oh, never mind. Tell me later. Tell me his name off camera.
But also, I do want to mention this. My kid's dad, I was with him since I was 15 years old. He's huge into working out as well. And so he was in that Ram then.
He's in some of the family pictures on your... Okay, so I know who that is. Right.
Yeah, so he's big time in the gym also.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm saying. I've been surrounded. And back then when I started my show, he was there supportive and everything. My kids, like I said, they've been to every show. But when you're doing things like that and you're changing, and sometimes people take that, they don't know how to take it, so they come off as it being negative. I'm not that person that think I'm better than anybody. I can be ripped walking around, but I never once ever showed my body. Not even in the gym. Never. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
I'm always covered up no matter what. I don't feel like I'm no better than anyone else, and I'm always complimenting other women. I love body, I love muscle, and I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I do. I think it looks awesome. And it takes discipline to get there. So I have very respectful of everyone in the gym, no matter what your level is. You're in there, I'm like, shoot, that's great.
Yeah.
People don't like the gyms full, but I think it's awesome. Everybody might not be working out, but they're in the gym. But I think it's awesome because I remember back then, the gyms was never full like that.
Yeah.
Never.
When you were competing, your 8 to 12 weeks pre-workout or pre-show, can you go into like a little bit of what your diet was like? If it doesn't give you anxiety to talk about?
No, it don't. For me, I did my own meal plans.
Oh.
For my show.
Okay.
When I first started, I had like Ron Love. He was my coach. He would do it. But after I picked it up and learned it, I wouldn't use no season. Like, that's why right now I could just eat plain oatmeal.
Yeah.
I can eat just plain fish. I don't do season because I went so many years without it. Like, how do you do that? But all my food was bland. I did 6 meals a day. I wasn't huge on counting macro. Like, even now, I don't count macros. I just know my body so well and how much protein I need, how much carbs I need. I just know it because it's my body, and I've been doing it for a long time. So I don't count anything. Only thing I do, I weigh my meat. I do 4 ounces of protein. I did it in all like 6 meals. I do a half a chicken breast. I have vegetables in every meal, and I will have 2 carbs a day.
Okay.
And that would be my meal. I would take my bowls to work wherever I'm at. I had my bowls because at 2 hours I need to eat.
Yeah.
And
were you sick of eating?
Oh my God, I was so sick of eating.
Yeah.
I was so sick of eating that dry turkey hamburger. Oh my God.
Why were you going no seasoning?
Because I wanted to be as clean as possible because I'm not on anything. I don't have a buffer. I call them buffers.
Okay.
I don't have a buffer.
Okay.
So if I was to cheat or it would show up on me. I'm seriously one day.
You talking like sodium levels?
Yeah, it would. You'll see my cut today. I had some tomorrow. It'd be covered.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So I would go as clean as possible.
Okay.
That was my goal.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to be cut and I wanted to come out sharp.
Yeah.
So that's and honestly, that's what. If I want to lose a few pounds a day, or say I want to lose like 30 pounds, I just go clean turkey. No season or nothing. And just like that,
yeah.
I get quick results. My body just respond.
Right. Okay.
I can lose weight very fast.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because the amount of muscle I have on my body, but I lose weight fast.
Yeah. What was the heaviest you've ever been in your life?
Ooh, 185.
What?
185.
That's a butt cheek. What are you talking about?
I'm only 5'2". I cried.
No.
I cried.
180.
How am I 185? I'm still scaled. No way. They look like right now I'm 175. I'm gonna cry. I feel heavy.
Wow.
Yes, I feel heavy right now because our genes. My dad was 6'2". My mom was only 5'1".
Okay.
My dad's 260-pound man. My mom a 90-pound woman her whole life.
Yeah.
None of us is 90 pounds.
Yeah.
We all took after our dad's side. We are thick. So when I go lift heavy weights, I blow up instantly.
Your body responds.
Yeah. Even right now, and that's why I've been doing a lot of reps. My pull-ups. Oh, I love pull-ups. Pull-ups and push-ups, all that stuff. Just a lot of reps because if I don't, boom.
You balloon.
Yes.
Really?
My arms, I can't fit in like normal shirts.
Yeah.
Everything I wear is stretch.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't fit in the cute little girl shirts.
Yeah.
No.
Do you not like that?
I can't fit it.
Yeah.
No matter
okay.
what.
Okay. I got a couple shirts you could borrow if you need.
Yeah. Yeah, I can wear his shirts. Yeah, I wear your shirts.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Why not lean into that and just become jacked?
I can.
But do you not like to live that?
I believe I'm going to start that on Monday.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, I'm just going to go all the way because I want to see what it feel like to be 135 pounds walking around just
solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never did that except for my competitions. I got down. I was 140.
Yeah.
So I never been small. My first competition, I was 121 in 2008, and I've never seen that again.
Yeah.
Never.
Wow.
I was small.
Did you like it? Did you like the way it felt?
I don't want to be that small. It's just not my.
Yeah.
It's just I can't. There's no way I can maintain it because it's not my natural size.
Okay.
My natural size right now is what you see.
Yeah. I heard that when you're prepping for a show, like the last 4 weeks, your diet is so on point, but you're basically starving and you look great and your muscles are popping, but you got no strength and you're just weak.
So weak, man.
Yeah.
You are
so when you're
weak.
in the gym the last 4 weeks, are you just chasing a pump? You're not.
I don't work out. My last maybe week or so, I don't work out. I just do like body type stuff because there's no way. I'm so weak I can't work out.
Really?
Yeah, you have to stop because if you don't, you have to start drying out. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't keep working out all the way up to a show. You have to stop. Like that week of the show, you can't.
So what are you doing that last week?
Maybe just walking.
Okay.
A little walking, a little cardio, but no lifting weights.
Are you sitting in a sauna?
Yeah, you can sit in a sauna. You can do stuff like that, yes.
Okay.
Because you're trying to get off as much water as possible. So what I used to do is I used the water. It's a regimen you do where day one you drink like 3 gallons, 2 gallons, 1 gallon, and then just all the last day you just sip.
Yeah.
Sip on the water. That's how you naturally get the water off.
Okay.
That's what I had to do. I didn't take any water pills.
Is that dangerous?
I was scared to take water pills. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I tried to do everything the natural way.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when I got up, I was 127 pounds, right? When I went to sleep. When I got up the next morning and they weighed me in at the show, I was 121. That's how much water I lost.
Wow. What's so you were on creatine, right?
Not anymore. Not at a certain point. No, you stop all of that.
Because creatine just holds water.
Yes, you stop all of that. Like right now, there's no way I would take creatine.
No? Okay.
No, I don't take anything that blows me up.
Yeah.
Or hold on. I don't want any of that. Like right now, I just take my multivitamin. I take fish oil. Pretty much I have my protein intake. Make sure I get my protein because without protein, you ain't losing no weight.
Right.
So I just make sure I do my normal stuff, but I'm not on any creatine or anything like that.
Have you had a lot of people come to you for advice on what to do with their own journey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty. Over my life, I have talked to so many people, and it feels good that they come up to me and ask me. Because a lot of people don't know I was a competitor because I don't tell anyone. They just look at me and see my build and they think that what do I do?
Right.
And another negative thing, they always ask me, what you take? What you on? They always ask me that. Well, I said, have you seen the girls?
Right.
I don't look nothing. Look at my face.
Right.
I mean,
right.
I think
You're feminine.
that
You're beautiful.
I think that I look pretty feminine.
Not that they're not beautiful.
No,
but you
they
are
they
feminine.
are. But there's a different
Sorry,
look.
I
Is
didn't
what
mean
I'm
to
saying.
hit that. I did. I did. That wasn't my bad.
It's a different look. Is all I'm saying because
Yeah.
I stood next to them on stage. I took third place to them. All
Well,
the
they're
time.
very distinct.
Yes, and they stand out.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just surprised that everyone thinks that I'm that I'm on
Is
some
that a
type of
compliment?
drug. Not really, not to me, because I work hard and
Yeah,
I
okay.
do everything natural. And for someone to come up and think that because they see a muscle that you have to be on something. Everyone, all females and males are not taking drugs.
Right. Well, I think the misconception is you can't take steroids and sit on a couch and get jacked.
No,
You
you
have to
still
work
have to put in the
a
work.
lot
And
of
that's
work.
what we think, oh, I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to look like this. It don't work that way. No, it don't. And, to each his own, I just know that their bodies is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
They're champions for a reason,
Yes.
and especially if you're telling me there's no money in it, if that's what they're going to dedicate their life to, it's almost like they're trapped, kind of. They have to keep doing that.
Yeah. Oh, so once and it's a lot of things to it too. Like the females, like it can mess up you as far as having children. So a lot of them that do it, they don't have children, and probably if depending on how long, they probably won't be able to, or if they do, they'll have complications.
Yeah.
The men, a lot of the children come out Down syndrome. There's a lot of bodybuilders that children
Oh,
have
wow.
Down syndrome. And there's things that's here. You can look it up, read about it. And I forget the one guy's name. But yeah, his kids have Down syndrome. So if you read into it, it'll tell you the downfalls and things. But it's your choice and it's your body.
Yeah.
But just know you're probably not having no children.
Sure. Yeah.
Or you could have complications.
You got to give your life to it then.
Yes, and that's a choice that you make.
Right.
And it's your life and your body. For me, I only have one body. I had my children.
Right.
Could I go ahead? Yeah, I had children. I ain't planning to have no more.
Right.
So, but it's just not right. It's just not worth it for me right now.
Yeah.
And I'm older. Do I want to do like one more show? I think I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't know when.
Have you ever done like a physical show? I'm talking not CrossFit, but in that realm, powerlifting.
No, I was offered the guy that was doing my pose, and he was really pushing me to do powerlifting because he just thought I had the physique and everything to do it. And I'm like, no, I'm not feeling powerlifting.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't want to put my body through any unnecessary
Right.
pain.
Right. Cause for injuries.
And
Yeah.
that's what I'm afraid of. I don't want the injuries.
Right.
And with me being older and already put the strain on my muscle for so many years, I'm just afraid that something like that will happen to me. So
you did shows before you had kids, and then you had children, and then you did shows after.
no.
Oh, no?
No, correction. I did my shows when I had my children. My first show.
Oh, you never...
No. I'm sorry. My first show was without. And
You're lying to me here now.
Yeah, hold on.
You're lying to me
It's been
now.
so long. Hold on. Yes, my first show in 2008.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had already had my children.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, my boys was born in 99 and 2000.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you said
So,
23. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So they've been to all my shows. So
Yeah.
I started after.
Did that feel some type of way? Because, women get very self-conscious after having children, and then you step into that realm.
Oh yeah,
Was that a fear of yours?
it was.
Really? Okay.
It was.
Was it a natural birth and all that?
My first one was a cesarean.
Oh, okay.
Jaden, and then my Jamar was vaginal.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So I had the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
But I had them both in my 7th month.
Uh-huh.
I didn't carry full term. They were both preemies.
Okay.
One was 4 pounds, one was 5 pounds.
Wow.
I had them both in my 7th month. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I worked out from the day I found out I was pregnant all the way till I delivered. I was doing pull-ups, push-ups, everything. I never left the gym ever.
Yeah.
They were born in North Carolina,
Uh-huh.
and I worked out every single day.
Does that have anything to do with them being premature?
No, my cervix was actually tilted.
Oh.
It still is. And that's why I said if I continue to have children, they will always be small.
Yeah.
They will be preemies.
How much time did you take off from delivery to back in the gym?
Barely nothing.
Really?
I gained an even 16 pounds of both of them. Soon as I had the baby, boom, I was back almost in the gym. I was walking. When I had my sister, they couldn't believe it. I was walking right that same day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I healed very fast.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. I believe it's because I worked out like I did. And I went right back to the gym.
Yeah.
I stayed home with my kids for at least 2-3 years. I didn't work. I was able to stay home. And so I got back into the gym right away.
No problems.
No problems.
Was it, so you step on stage, you do your competition, and you take second place your first time?
My first place, I took first place. I started doing bodybuilding first.
Oh, okay.
Then I switched to women's physique.
Okay. So your first competition, you take first place. Mm-hmm. What was that like? Did that solidify your mental in knowing that you were doing what you needed to be doing?
Yeah, I was telling my coach, I didn't think I looked that great. My legs hadn't developed. They hadn't come in, and I didn't have that separation in my quads. But my upper body was shredded, crazy.
Okay.
But my bottom was so thick.
Just missing the stridation.
Oh, yeah, I was missing that. The whole stridation. I was nice and hard and everything, but like it was my first show. So he told me, as you keep doing it, the legs will come in, the legs will be better. And
you still took first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Because competition was trash. You said it yourself. We got it on camera.
That's the only reason I took first place. Because I didn't think that I looked super great. You know, I'm very hard on myself.
Sure.
And so as the next show, I'm like, oh, my legs and how much I do legs. My legs were so big and bulky. Mm-hmm. And I just couldn't get that stridation. Yeah. And that's the problem I still have today. My legs are so thick that I'm never going to get that breakthrough. And the one of my trainers told me, he said, you're going to have to be on, what is that called? Estrogen blockers for a long time. That's what he told me. He's like, that's how thick, if you want to see what you're looking for, that's what he told me, but I never did it. Okay.
You don't want to mess with nothing natural. I mean, you want to be natural. You don't want to mess with anything that'll throw you off.
Yeah, and I get it. I'm not gonna, the look that I want, I'm not gonna ever get it, because it's gonna take some different things for me to get there. Okay. But at this point, I'm 47.
Yeah. But you've already done it.
I'm not really pressed on it anymore. Yeah. Long as I can wear halfway decent in my shorts.
There you go.
I'm okay.
There you go. Do you feel, so getting into it at such a young age, was that empowering for you? Because the times that you would, not that you didn't live your life, but the times that you were in the gym really getting yourself going would have been the life-changing decisions that you could have accidentally made, but being so focused and determined, did that give you better skills in making decisions for yourself?
I think so. I think as I look back, it was very, very good for me. I had so much fun. Yeah. I mean, I had so much fun. I learned so much during that time from my two friends. And I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like how you find something, and I just wanted to hold on to it, and I kind of just ran with it. Yeah. They couldn't believe it when our friends seen me develop. They was like, "Oh my God, Myra!" Like, I mean, I was hitting weights like crazy. Right. I was curling 60s. I mean, I was doing shoulder presses with 80s. And, no problem. My upper body has always been strong. Yeah. I've been doing pull-ups since I was 18 years old, and when I go to the gym today, people see me do pull-ups, and like, I've been doing pull-ups since I was 18. Right. And it's like, it's easy. Right. It's a technique. I use my back muscles to pull myself up. They go, what? I can't do one. I was like,
yeah. You're just not on my level.
But I see people with great physiques that still can't do a pull-up on their own.
The gym is great for everybody, but would you recommend it for young women who are? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. I would go. Women are definitely better today than it was back then. they would not go into the free weight area. They used to tell me at LA Fitness when I would take my clients over there, they told me, oh no, I can't go over there. It's very intimidating. I'm like, no, you just have to know what you're doing, and you have to have form. And that's why people shy away from it. And I gradually would take women over there. I think that free weight area is the place to be. To me, that's the meat and gravy right there. And if you can do that, I use the machines for just my end workout.
Yeah.
This is never my beginning.
Okay.
I don't like like if it's real crowded, I might. But really, I like the free weight. I think that it really gives you what you're looking for.
And that's where you're comfortable.
That's
where
where
the
I'm
work gets
comfortable.
done. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We are coming up on time.
Okay.
But I really want to make sure that you have the stand and have the last word. Is there anything that you want to get out? Is there anything that you really want to press to just let people know either a little bit about you or just friendly, loving advice? And then I'll close us out and we'll be done.
Well, first, I would like to thank you for inviting me and having me on the show. I'm very grateful that I met you.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that I did. And I'm glad that you are on this journey.
Thank you.
And you are you're helping a lot of people, and I appreciate it because I watch your show.
Thank you.
And I think it's awesome. And I just want to say to everybody, just keep doing you. Just keep doing what you love. If the gym is what you love, lifting weights, shows, bodybuilding, do it. Do what you love. Follow your dreams because you don't want to look back and have regrets.
Right.
And that's pretty much it.
Well, when I started this show, I wanted you to be the first guest that I had. And that came and gone because I wanted to make sure that I was established and that I felt like I had my, not interviewing skills, but my conversational skills down because I knew that you had a positive story to tell. And I wanted to make sure that I was good enough to help bring that out. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for the impression that you made on me that day in the gym. And I am honored and excited to be able to call you my friend. I love you and I appreciate you.
Aww.
So just thank you. And that was a wonderful moment for me in time. And I will never forget it. Thank you so much. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. We're out. And that's it.
Awesome.